Afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm standing here with the reigning champion, Dave Richardson, at Abs Pro 2023, where in just over an hour, Dave is going to take to the platform and attempt to defend his title. He's going against probably the deepest lineup of the Abs Pro so far. It's going to be a really, really exciting battle to watch. Dave, how are you feeling?
Yeah, really good. A lot better than what I did for Clash, even though I did well. I was quite proud of that performance, but I'm feeling next level this time. So even compared to last ABS Pro, I'm feeling a lot better.
Yeah, it's strange because at Clash you PB'd by, is it like
2.5 kilos.
2.5 kilos,
Yeah.
despite not having the best prep and other things really. I mean, the deadlift bar wasn't really like.
Yeah,
you see a lot of guys go, "Oh, what could he lift with it? What could he lift with a deadlift bar?" And it's like, with you, it wasn't really. It was almost like home for you was a stiff bar.
Yeah.
We're back on a stiff bar today, so kind of back at home. You say that your training has been going really well.
Yeah.
I mean, again, things from the press conference, which I'll repeat here, but ran into Eric Matter a few weeks ago, who was also on your team in terms of you're both under the same coach, and he mentioned to me that your training has been flying.
Yeah.
So, kind of, what's new? What do you attribute it to?
Well, I knew when the lineup came out that I needed to go next level with my performance, and I've been self-coaching for the past 3 meets. All 3 of the last Abs meets I've coached myself into and peaked myself into. But I thought I'm not too proud to say I probably need a bit more of a push or a different perspective on some weaknesses, because I felt like a couple of my lifts were reaching a plateau. They weren't quite there yet, but I think I took the decision to get a coach before that happened. Completely different training style to what I'm used to. By the time he sent me my first program, he'd already analysed my lifts and knew where my weaknesses were. And it's been really good. And I've hit every single number that he's prescribed for me, and I'm feeling the best that I ever have. So it was more of me swallowing a bit of pride and saying, look, I probably need some help to get past this lineup, as you mentioned, which is one of the strongest we've ever seen.
Yeah. So what has changed in the training style? Because I recall when we did the interview for the magazine, you're training 6 days a week. Is that still the case? Or?
The frequency is the same. It's just not a Soviet peak, which I used to do before. A lot more focused on heavy singles and back downs, which I've never done before. But it really helped me hone in on the one lift where it mattered. Whereas I was doing 5s, 4s, 3s, 2s, and only hitting singles sort of 2-3 weeks out. But now I've been really honing in on that, because singles are a skill, and you need it for comp. And as long as you're doing the work and everything aside of the singles, it really, really worked for me, which I didn't think it would, but I opened my mind and I embraced it, and here I am in the best condition that I've ever been in.
And does the body feel good doing heavy so often, or does it still feel good? Like bodies and joints and stuff like that?
Yeah. Joints are absolutely fine. I've had, touch wood, no injuries again. And I'm feeling fresh and ready to go. No joint pain, so no excuses as well.
So we mentioned that the lineup is stacked. Obviously, we got Nicholas, who is like probably the biggest new addition here.
Yeah.
You've got Luke again, who's improved loads. Chris, Boris. Of the top guys, is there anyone I'm missing out there? Is there anyone really, really obvious?
Josh Edwards.
Josh Edwards, obviously. Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
he showed himself to be a really big prospect last year, right up until the very end.
It was gutting for him, because I was a bit worried when he was opening his deadlift, and I was quite shocked that he missed it. But Josh is a strong lad, and it's about time he put that huge deadlift down on this platform.
Yeah.
But as for the others, it's really exciting and good for me, because I like the pressure. It's good for me to compete against 5 or 6 others that could equally beat me.
Yeah, it's strange when it's a Dots or Wilkes rather competition, in that like it's not always like obvious like what the conversion between that guy's total, who weighs 90 kilos, your total is 125. But there are 2 very obvious guys, you and Nicholas, who are easy to compare because you're same body weight pretty much, right? And you've both set your sights on very similar totals. I spoke to Nicholas yesterday. He said 1075. You mentioned 1050, or someone might have mentioned to me about you 1050. I'm not sure. But do you have a strategy for the competition, or is it again same old Sir Dave?
Same old
9 for 9.
9 for 9, but we're gonna push. We're gonna push this time because, to be honest, I need to. Hercules is handling me, which is a difference for me this year. It's usually Connor, but he's handling me this time. We've spoke numbers. We know what we need to sort of get. We think, but in all honesty, we do need someone to mess up in order for me to take it back, which happened last year. It can happen, but if I'm going to stay focused until second or third deadlift, I probably won't look at the scoreboard or where everyone's at. And then,
to be honest, I think the biggest challenge will be Hercules staying focused, because can he not crack a joke and keep a straight face and be serious enough for that period of time?
He did it with Fernando.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Sorry, Joe. Well, you give me enough crap, so
he knows what it's about, and he knows what I'm capable of. I trust him completely. So, yeah,
awesome, mate. Can't wait to see it. I'll be commentating again as usual, and looking forward to seeing you in,
Yeah, I'll put on a show. Me and Nick said we need to put on a show, whatever happens. So
I'm sure you guys will. It's going to be crazy to watch again. And I've got to mention Jay's Pimp Jeep.
Yep, tradition.
You were the originator of this tradition, and I feel almost like I betrayed you, like I've cheated on you by doing all the previous interviews in front of this Pimp Jeep, and I know, like, without your permission.
Yeah, you're more than forgiven, mate. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you.
It's fine. Cheers, mate.
All the best.
Thanks, mate.